Please welcome to the stage, everybody, the very funny Keego.
Jesus Christ, no. I had so much to talk to you about, and then Lily was talking about jellyfish procreating, and she said, "See dicks," and didn't go back to it. You can't do that to us. The second thing, did you know that there's an orgy happening back here? You two perverts up the front. When they go down the stairs, they're wearing one set of clothes. They come upstairs with a very different expression on their face, don't they? How the fuck am I going to compete with that? Like, we're probably not going to have an orgy here tonight, okay? Not that I wouldn't invite you all. I don't know you, all right? Fucking start. Right. I can't work cables. So, I'm going to try and get to know everyone because there was speed dating talking about earlier on. And this is kind of like a speed date. This thing. You know, I have to lie to you well enough for kind of 7 minutes to try and make you want to see me again. And much like Aidan, ironically, I am a fuck machine. I saw him winking as well, yeah. But no, listen, let's. You are my therapy group. So, who's in a relationship? Give me a woo. Who's single? Give me a woo. Now this is the best one. Who's married? Give me a woo. It's very rare that you sound that happy. Did you get married yesterday? Fair play to you. It'll wear off quick. Because, yeah, you got to keep it sexy. You guys will know. And I want to tell you a couple of times that I try to keep it sexy. Keep things fresh. And what happened was we got to try role play. Any of you perverts tried role play? We got to do my favourite, right? It was doctors and nurses. She was the doctor, girl power. I was the slutty nurse. Take that mental image home with you. It was all great, uniforms and everything going on, you know, checking temperatures the old-fashioned way, you know what I mean? The problem with that was, though, the role play doctors and nurses turned into a real doctor's appointment. I was left in the waiting room for 3 hours. 4 other fellas skipped the queue ahead of me. Shocking. But you gotta keep, married people will know, you gotta keep things fresh and you buy each other presents, right? And I was bought the Kama Sutra, which is a present and a hint. Because for those who don't know, the Kama Sutra is like a lover's manual. You know what I mean? Positions, ointments, sauces, ways of pleasing your partner. I think there's 912 positions in that book, okay? I know 4 of them. I only use 2 of them. I don't know what to say. I'm like a missionary boy in a reverse cowgirl world, you know what I mean? Now that the attention is diverted from the orgy back there. But what do you think of this? What do you think of the jacket? Do you like the jacket? Yeah. So, you know, long story short, I've twin girls at home, twin baby girls, and I love them. But I'm worried about having more, the responsibility of it, right? It turns out that this jacket is the strongest form of contraception I've ever worn in my life. We've actually got a new one in our house. You've probably heard of it. It's called Netflix. Because by the time we've decided and agreed on what we're going to watch, it's gone from Netflix and chill to Netflix and divorce. But you know, it's. Should I tell you this? Should I tell you this? Because it's a big day for me, right? Today is my birthday. I like to say that at every gig, just to get everyone happy, you know what I mean? But like my birthday has gone from an age to a medical condition. And different things happen as you get older. Like my doctor's no interest in anything from the waist up anymore. It's kind of waist down, and part of my body that I don't want to show you right now. Actually, if you go to the orgy next door, you'll see it. But just lads, as you get older, I know you're all very young here, but as you get older, the doc is going to ask you a question. He's going to say, "Can I check for a hernia?" Because I was in last week getting the checkup and all that sort of stuff, and he said, "Can I just check for a hernia?" And I said, "Grand, what's a fucking hernia?" And within seconds, my trousers were down around my ankles and my testicles were in his hand. I was so impressed that I need more of that in my life. I love a go-getter attitude. So I have his work number. I'm trying to get his mobile. You know what I mean? Does he do house calls? That's the question. He doesn't. But a couple of things to throw at you, because times are weird. And I was reading that a teacher was put in jail for riding her students. Now, the curriculum has certainly changed since I was in school. Because like, if my chemistry teacher, Miss Byrne, was willing to have sex with me, I could be Albert Einstein. She had no interest. But my German teacher, he had a lot of interest. So ich heiße Keego, ich habe keine Haare, August, gehen Sie geradeaus. That's a bit of Irish in there as well, actually. Yeah, my Irish teacher didn't want to ride me either. But this whole thing that the stand-up guys are going to do tonight is a thing. It's tragedy plus time. You know what I mean? You know when you have things at the time are terrible, and you look back and you go, to be fair, it was fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? We all have moments like that. And one moment I want to share with you is at my granddad's funeral. I dropped him. He was in the box, I was carrying him in, and I dropped him on his big day, okay? Now, at the time, tragic. But now, still fucking tragic. I'm very much out of the wheel here. But there's one story that I want to say, and then there's one I want to try and leave you with some wisdom from my town. So I'm going to finish with that, but I'm going to finish with a story because I see you're all perverts, and I want to tell you because we all have our kinks, you know what I mean? Some people like to be tied up, some people dress as furry animals. Whatever you're into, those guys across the road, they go down the stairs and things happen downstairs. My neighbour can only get hard when he's in his Ford Mondeo. It's a really awkward lift home from the airport. But you know, we're kind of you and I, we're all speed dating here, we're getting to know each other. I don't have any kinks myself, as we found out. I just, if I want alone time, I just need an empty house. You know what I mean? I need my neighbours to be away. I mute all the family WhatsApp groups. And then I go and get into my neighbour's Ford Mondeo and we take a trip out to the airport. But I want to leave you with something from my town, okay? Because I'm from Bray, County Wicklow. Hang on. There's 3 of us here. I mean, someone's getting robbed. But this is a phrase that you guys will know. It was written on the back of the public toilets where I lost my virginity twice. But it's a bit of romance from my town. Now, Bray, just in case you didn't know, TripAdvisor says that Bray is cultured, but charmingly violent. We don't know what that means, but I'm going to share this with you, okay? Because love is like shaving your pubic hair. You've got to commit to it, or it's going to get rough. I've been Keego. With that mental image, you've all been fucking right.